So once again, I want to welcome you all to our outlook for today. So this is actually not a training section, but it's actually is a session that we actually go out to look for what we are expecting from the market going into the new week. Okay, so if you've been following up, we usually start from the economic calendar for the week. So for the week beginning today, 16th to 21, we're going to see this actually gives us a view of how the week is going to run. So beginning Monday, that is tomorrow, 1:30 Nigeria, 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, 2:30 South Africa, we have this Empire State Manufacturing Index. It's a red folder. When we see a red folder, it simply tells us that it's going to be a high impact news, high impact. So 1:30 tomorrow, we expect this high impact. The orange colored folders are medium impact news. They are not as explosive as a red folder news, but we'll expect a medium, just like the name is going to be a medium impact. On Tuesday, we're going to begin with this 2:30 a.m. AUD medium impact news. Why? This is the Chinese currency, so highly not very popular, So that will take us to 7 a.m. on Tuesday, when we're expecting this red folder news for the GBP. So we expect currencies like the GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP AUD, and the rest of the GBPs. We expect a reaction from them 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Then the same Tuesday by 1:30 p.m. Then it's time for the Canadian dollar. We have a three red folder news that will be released by that 1:30. That will be quickly followed by an orange color folder news by the same 1:30. Then 4 p.m. in Nigeria, 5 p.m. South Africa, another red folder news for the Canadian dollar, where the Bank of Canada Governor Mark Lem is going to make a speech. On Wednesday, it will be the GBP by 7 a.m. in Nigeria and 8 a.m. in South Africa. We are going to see the CPI. The CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. Will be released by 7 a.m. in South Africa, 7 a.m. Nigeria, 8 a.m. South Africa. So we want to keep an eye on the GBPs during 7 a.m. on Wednesday. Then by 8 a.m. we'll have this orange folder news for the chef, or in case you trade any chef pair. Then 11 p.m., 11:45 p.m. on Wednesday, when most of us will be asleep. So it will be the NZD, the Consumer Price Index for the NZD will be released. So you want to take note. Why we are looking at this is especially the timing. The timing is important. So by 11:45 p.m., most of us will be asleep. So if you have any currency you're trading on Wednesday, make sure you close that trade, or you manage the trade properly before this news will be released. Then on Thursday, 1:30 p.m., it will be the USD. A read further news, the unemployment claims, 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, 2:30 p.m. South Africa. That will be quickly followed by this orange folder news. So we expect that since both of them will be released at the same time, so whatever result that will come from the red folder news will determine the direction that the market is going to move at that point in time. So the next we have 1:45 p.m. and 3 p.m. for orange folder news, still for the USD. So our next point of interest will be 4:30 p.m. Nigeria, 5:30 p.m. South Africa. We are going to have the Canadian dollar having a red folder news release, when the Bank of Canada Governor McLean will give a speech. So most times these speeches just make the markets to go crazy. On Friday, we're going to begin with the GBP, but it's going to be a medium impact news. That will be quickly followed by 8:15 a.m., 9:15 a.m. 8:15 a.m. in Nigeria, 9:15 a.m. in South Africa with this Euro news. So it will be the turn of the Euro. That will lead down to 8:30 a.m. where we'll have 4 folder news for the Euro. So we expect some movement within the Euro pairs. Euro USD, Euro JPY, Euro AUD, Euro NZD, all the pairs bearing the Euros. We expect a movement in them on Friday. 9 a.m. we'll have a orange color news. By 10:30 a.m. Nigeria, by 9:30 a.m. Nigeria, 10:30 a.m. South Africa, it will be turned on the GBP. The GBP will have 2 folder news that will be released. So we expect currencies carrying the GBP to respond to these high impact news. We are going to end the week with these 2 red folder news by 2:45 p.m. Nigeria, 3:45 p.m. South Africa with this USD news. So so that's how the week is going to run. That's how the week is going to come when it comes to news events. So you want to take note of the time, and then the currencies that it is going to affect when they will be released. That will assist you to know how to go about in your trading, and also know the currencies that we're expecting movement in. All right, so that takes us down to the dollar index. The dollar index, dollar index. Dollar has been receiving very, very heavy whip within the week. Last week, I actually, during our outlook, I actually expected the dollar to make some higher moves. But because of my expectation was not met, as the dollar continued going. This was where the dollar was around this level. So we kind of projected thinking it was going to go higher, but it didn't do that. Actually, on Monday, it made this move, but then I was still expecting I was still expecting it to make some higher move, maybe take out the high here, but I was wrong, and it actually affected the way I traded this during the week. Because if I had focused on the fact that, because trading is all about keeping it simple and trying to remove yourself out of, just remove yourself out of the picture and focus on what the market is giving, what the market is doing. So normally I was supposed to be looking at it from this angle. This was where the market was. The market was here. Market was around close here on Friday. On Friday. So if I was looking at this, focusing first just on this move, focus on this move. Yeah, focus on this move. So as long as this move is an impulse swing, so whatever happens, unless this low is taken out or this high is taken out, this would have been, I would have seen this as a retracement. So as long as price never took out, price did not take out this high, neither did it go, as long as it's still within this range. So whatever happens here is a retracement. And the thing gave a very nice, this was a good opportunity to sell the dollar off. But I don't know, maybe my expectation was just dollar should make high, high, high. And that actually blinded me to very good opportunities that I would have taken within the week. Okay, so it was a learning experience though. So the dollar eventually did not take out this high. It didn't take out this high, but it came and took out this low. So this week now, no emotions attached. I don't care about what the dollar does, whether the dollar is going up or down. What we are here is to make money, not to be right. Okay, so we are looking at this impulse swing. Is this impulse swing we are now focusing on? That was what I failed to do last week. Last week, I did not focus on this impulse swing. I didn't focus on this impulse swing. I was more concerned about the dollar making highs, going up, than seeing this, that. So this week, lessons learned, impulse swing. So whatever happens here is a retracement. So we should retrace. We should retrace. Let me put my fib. This is a swing. So whatever happens here. So I want it to come up to this level. It should come up to this level and push it down. If the dollar wants to die, let it die off. That's none of my business. My business is to make money. That's my business. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting the dollar. We may see it. We see it get to this level. But anything from this level is a good one. Anything from that is a good to go. So how would that affect the way we treat our our babies. Like so I'm already licking my lips for the GBP USD. The GBP USD, so just like the dollar, we're focusing on this. We're focusing on this swing. This is our swing. That's what we are interested in. That's what we are interested in. So we've already had a pullback up to the 70%. What I just want to see is there is a liquidity I'm seeing below here. Ordinarily, this is like, it's good to go. It's good to go. But I want it to just take out. I want when the market opens, I want to see the market come lower and take out the liquidity. That's why you have you see me putting dollar signs. You see me putting dollar signs here. I want this liquidity. I want this low here to be taken out. So when the market opens, whatever move, the opening, I just want it to come and take out this low. When that happens, I know that I have every reason. I have all my confirmation. Already the retracement is enough. So I just want this low to be taken out so that we can push the market up. Okay. So that's for the GBP. Same thing for the Euro USD. So the Euro USD. So we're still focusing on, we're still looking at this impulse swing. We're looking at this impulse swing. For the Euro USD, this is the impulse swing we are referring to. So the retracement is not up to the 50. So if we can get it lower down to this level here, then it is good. It is a good level where we can start expecting also a buy to the upside. So you see, now how this mimics this is like what we are expecting from. So if we're expecting the dollar, if this is what we are expecting from the dollar, we're looking at this and we say we are not okay with what it has currently done. It should come up low hour before it will eventually sell off. If that's what we're expecting from the dollar, we expect the Euro USD to be the exact opposite of that. The Euro USD will be exact opposite of that. Nothing follows the dollar like the Euro USD. Okay. Then gold. For lovers of good, we've already had a kind of, if we're still looking at these, this is our impulse swing. Why you see it, price actually took out this high, so this forms a new high. Our retracement, is the retracement we had on Friday is already at levels where we can start to expect okay, so I want to see how, especially how the market will open. If for any reason, if the market continues coming lower and we lose this level, we might see it again reacting at this point here. But then we can still expect it to go higher. If it doesn't go from this point now, that is at market opening, especially depending on how the dollar is going to open. But if we still have it lower down to this point, this level here, you still serve as a resistance where we may just maybe to just come down, take out the liquidity that is here, and then go up. So those are two possible scenarios that we want to watch out. So we want to see how it is going to open. So if we don't get this, so normally when you want to trade, you always just because we are looking at it now does not mean that when the market opens that you start popping trades. So we want to see the way it will react. So there is still possibility that it will want to come lower, possibly take out the liquidity that exists below here, and then before it will eventually want to go up. So you want to watch out for that. All right. So we have like 5 more minutes. So this is the card. So as long as the USD is going down, it is not well for these pairs that begins with the USD. They will continue crying and crying and crying with so last week we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're expecting upper moves. That didn't happen. It's crying. As long as we're very close to these low points here, these liquidity points here. So it's just an indication to show that the market has to come down and take out these levels. So I'm not so let's still, while we are still looking for down moves, we can focus on this, possibly see it make a kind of a little move upward for a retracement. Then we expect it to sell off below these levels. Maybe at market opening or early Monday, you just see it show some signs of bullishness. But that's a retracement that is expected. And then, so the thing is, as long as we are seeing seeing these low points here, we're expecting that it will want to seek it out. Okay. USD JPY. USD JPY.
Mr. Eric,
Yeah.
please, can you go back to that USD card? Let me just screenshot it, please. Okay, you can continue now.
Okay. I was looking at USD JPY.
Okay.
So yeah. Meeting is about to expire, and I know I've not. Those of you that usually like me looking at your pairs. So what I would just suggest, I would suggest you just rejoin, so that briefly we can maybe look at one or two pairs for you before we eventually. But because for me, I'm almost done with the pairs that I look at. So if there are if you still have pairs you want me to look at, then just rejoin. Is that okay? Okay, so for USD JPY, let me use a kind of a higher time frame to see what is actually doing. Okay, so we have a kind of a clean level here that the market will want to seek out. So I want to see how it does that. Then possibly this one will be like the early Monday, but because if we are expecting a kind of a weaker dollar. Okay.